Federal judge visits Angola to make an inspection after claims that juvenile inmates are facing dangerous heat and inadequate health. U.S. District Judge Shelley Dick of Baton Rouge made the visit after a motion was filed by attorneys working with the Civil Liberties Union. The motion requests she end juvenile incarceration at Angola. She has not yet filed a report on her visit, but a hearing is set for August 15th. The filing also alleges promised education and mental health treatment have not been provided.